Alright, hi and welcome to the fried egg sandwich cooking that I promised you guys. So to start out, let's just go over ingredients. First thing we have is rye bread. It's a good type of bread for a fried egg sandwich. I'm going to throw avocado, tomato, I have some red onion in here, and then I just had some leftover spring mix that I'm just going to throw on there. You can kind of use any green that you like. Watercress even, arugula is really good. And then just regular like butter lettuce, leaf lettuce, romaine, anything you kind of have that you want to throw on there, feel free. This is just kind of a baseline. You can really like expand it into anything you want. In terms of condiments on top, I'm just going to use some sriracha, mayonnaise, and some Coney Island mustard. Alright, so first things first, let's prepare all the ingredients. So I'm going to wash up my tomato. Alright. So cheese here, tomato here. So one thing you can do with the tomato is just take the core right out right here. Cut that out. And then you just give a nice slice. I like nice thick slices of tomato on my sandwiches. So just gonna do that. Get a couple slices. Boom. Next, I'm gonna slice up the cheese. So I only need like one nice slice because we're gonna melt it right on top of the egg. Let's make it two. Okay, that's done. Avocado. So the easiest thing to do with an avocado is take it, slice in, around. When it comes back around, spin it off. Take your knife right into the pit, turn your knife, and the pit will come right out. Alright, now you can do a couple things with this. You can just scoop it out with a knife, with a spoon, and then just slice it, which is what actually I'm going to do. Another thing you can do with avocado is slice it right in the peel. And especially if you're going to be dicing it, it makes it a lot easier to do it that way. So this way, scoop it out, boom. Flip it over, and just nice easy slices. Boom. Alright. So first things first, let's toast up our bread. Oops. So I'm just going to throw some heat on, and what I want to start with, there's a couple ways of doing this. What I really like to do is I like to just toast one side of the bread and keep one side soft. So you get some form and it stays solid. So I butter one side of the bread while my pan's heating up, and you can just throw it right into the pan. Butter the other one. And again, right into the pan. So I'm just going to let those sit for a minute. So I have my avocado done. I have my cheese ready. I have my tomatoes ready. And next, I'm gonna get my red onion. You don't have to use onion if you don't like onion or whatever the case may be. I love onion. I think onions are delicious when used right. So all I'm going to do, this is I'm going to take that off because it's a little bit old. I'm actually going to take off the first layer of onion. Okay, here we go. And now I'm just going to make small slices. Okay, there you go. Done, done. Okie dokie. So, have our ingredients ready. Our bread is toasting up nicely. You want to move it a little bit. You don't have to necessarily saute it, but definitely moving it around a little bit is a good idea. And while we wait here, let's just get a plate ready. So you can just take a look at the bread, where it's going, what it's doing. I like to get a pretty nice golden brown crisp. What you can do if you want to throw bacon on it or something like that, you can even you can cook the bacon first, leave a little bit of fat in, and then just cook. You can toast the bread in the bacon fat, which is, I mean, that's delicious. So, almost there. Maybe one more minute in the pan. I put it on pretty high heat for a toast. And then once that's ready to go, we can start cooking the egg. You do want to be careful with your onion that you don't have the core showing. So I'm just going to get rid of the core there. And while we wait for that to cook, I'm just going to get rid of the extra garbage here. Always try to clean up after yourself as you're cooking. A clean workspace is an efficient workspace. Almost there. 30 more seconds. Alright. Well, we wait here. Again, guys, thanks so much for the 100 followers. It means so much to me. And I hope to continue doing this and get to the bannock at 1,000. That would be awesome. Alright. I like where we're at. So, as you can see, there's a bit of a golden brown. There's a bit of a darkness around the edges. Actually, that one needs a second longer. This one's done, I can tell. Yeah. Perfect. That's what I'm talking about. Nice golden brown. Soft on one side, nice and golden brown on the other. Okay, that one's done too. Awesome. I'm just going to throw my fan on a little bit. It might get a little noisy, but I need to do it so we don't set off no fire alarms. So now, pan is still hot. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw a little butter into the pan. Let the butter melt up a little bit. Oh yeah. So I'm keeping the pan off the heat because it's a little hot right now. I don't want to just like burn my egg when I throw it in. I do want to start cooking, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack it off to the side, crack the egg inside the pan. Turn the heat down to like a low, because remember the pan is still hot and the element's still going to be hot as well. So we're going to turn down the heat a little bit, let the egg fry up a little bit. I'm actually going to leave it off heat because it's still too hot. And while that cooks, let's dress our sandwich here. A little mayo. And a little mustard. Good. And I like a little sriracha, I like a little spice to it, so goes well with everything else. So make sure you're moving your egg a little bit. You don't want it to stick into the bottom. And you can cook it to any degree you want. You know, if you like your your egg cooked through, then definitely cook it through. I prefer to have mine a little softer. I'm just going to spread out the condiments a little bit so it's even across the whole thing. Boom. Boom. And if you don't like spice, you can sub out. Like I'll use ketchup instead of sriracha sometimes, or I'll even add ketchup on top of this kind of stuff. So now the fun part, just a little. So what you're actually doing there with a flip, and while it's going, I'm gonna throw my cheese on top of it. Boom, like that, and. All I'm going to do is grab another pan and just use it as a lid. So, while we wait, I'm just going to dress our sandwich here. Avocado going on. I'm just going to use all of it. Awesome. What I really like to do with avocado especially, just a little bit of salt, just a pinch, right on top, a little bit of pepper, and a sprinkle of cumin. Obviously, if you don't like cumin, like none of this is required. You can kind of do your own thing with it. Now let's look at our egg. All right, just about there. I just want to melt that cheese just a little bit more. I'm going to throw my tomatoes on. Nice, beautiful tomatoes. And I'm going to throw the greens on the other side. Boom. Just like that. And the red onion. And we are almost done. Boom, red onion. That egg sounded really good. Oh yeah, there we go. So, just got a little bit of melting on the cheese. The egg is nice and cooked, just a little bit through. If one egg isn't enough for you, of course you can always use two. Boom, egg goes on top. Make sure your oven's turned off. And then, just going to flip it over. And that is one hell of a fried egg sandwich right there. And that's how we're going to do it. Let's just, for showmanship's sake, throw it on the cutting board. And give it a nice, on the bias, on the angle, slice through so you guys can see. The egg is still beautifully soft. And as you can see, I mean, boom, right there, right? Mmm. That is delicious. So, thanks so much for watching. I can't wait to do this, guys, again. And, I will see you on the Field of Justice soon enough. Twitch.tv/gbannock. That's me. I will be shooting League of Legends every day, and every 100 followers will be another cooking video. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys again.